certified, remember the name. Through every trial, she found her stride. Now the future's open wide. ILCA, certified, electrified.
Kicks rise, RC certified. Kick, roll, sweeps, rising from the ground to the sky. Cement the satisfied. She's rising high, crypto fire, vocal build a fight.
Lost the king.
step, she broke the chains. Pictured him, she runs the game. Crypto dream, she's not the same. Her fires rise and call her name. Bounce up, hands high, let the world see. Stronger together, ILCA family. Samantha shining, never gonna hide. She's certified, certified worldwide. Highest spotlight, spotlight, hands to the sky. He's Samantha, moving dreams won't die. ILCA power, watch her fly. He's certified, electrified tonight. ILCA does not. ILCA does not. ILCA does not. Lessons learned, corazón so true. No fear, now she's breaking through. De la tierra al cielo, look the ground to the sky. Crypto queen, she's reaching high. Bounce up, hands high, let the world see. Stronger together, ILCA family. Samantha shining, never gonna hide. She's certified, certified worldwide. Spotlight, spotlight, hands to the sky. Samantha moving dreams won't die. ILCA power, watch her fly. Certified, electrified tonight. At a shooter's fight. At a shooter's fight. At a shooter's fight. Trap drums kicking, dancers hit boy moves. Trap drums kicking, dancers hit boy moves. Trap drums kicking, dancers hit boy moves. Hey, spotlight, spotlight, hands to the sky. Samantha moving dreams won't die. ILCA power, watch her fly. Certified, electrified tonight. At a shooter's fight. At a shooter's fight. the low. Now the world will know her on the crypto road. Samantha certified, hear the thunder roar, breaking through the chains, she's ready for more. From the heartland nights to the digital gold, this is the story of a power untold. Samantha certified.
She built her first dream at just 13. Fire in her soul, chasing what it means. Through the storms of '08, she held her ground. Lost it all, but love was found. Dump truck mornings, long road nights, RV living, but she kept the light. For small town roots, she carved her way. Now the blockchain calls her name today. Samantha certified, heart open wide. From Indiana roads to the digital ride. Through the struggle and the climb, her spirit survived. Now she's standing proud, ILCA by her side. Coda rolling strong, D8 transport keeps moving on. Mindset mastery shaped her voice. Crypto gave her a brand new choice. Mother, wife, and grandma too. A story of grit the world can view. Every mile, every trial, a lesson inside. Now Samantha's future is certified. Samantha certified, heart open wide. From Indiana roads to the digital ride. Through the struggle and the climb, her spirit survived. Now she's standing proud, ILCA by her side. Every tear turned into strength. Every mile gave her hope at length. From dirt and dust to the crypto flame, Samantha forever changed the game. Samantha certified, heart open wide. From Indiana roads to the digital ride. Through the struggle and the climb, her spirit survived. Now she's standing proud, ILCA by her side. By her side. By her side.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our September edition of our ILCA 5-day challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I will be your humble hostess for this evening. Now, there is something that I always like to say, and that is we totally understand there are so many different things that you could be doing with your time. The nighttime is the right time for family and for preparation of the next day. So the fact that you guys decided to come on out and hear what we have to say absolutely makes us so very happy. So again, thank each and every one of you for being here. I hope you guys got here early. Our educator played a couple of songs regarding about our second ILCA crypto certified coach, Miss Samantha Studebaker, and what an awesome story. I loved it. So again, if you are looking to get crypto certified, just go to our Telegram group. Look at the top of the page. There is a video that shows you, yes, that shows you. There she is. Hi, baby. That is an awesome story, Samantha. I love that. Go, girl. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Just look in the Telegram group, the ILCA community Telegram group. It's pinned to the top of the page. You guys take a look at that video, get yourselves into our members portal, and make sure you become ILCA certified. We got some wonderful things going on for our certified coaches. In fact, oh, I got your address, Samantha. Miss Rita B is another one. Actually, she is the first certified coach. Miss Rita B, I am waiting for your address so we can send you guys a certificate and a wonderful gift from ILCA. Yes, to congratulate you both for becoming certified. Now, as far as everyone else, and I see you guys on YouTube. Hi, babies. Congratulations to you guys too. My goodness, it's Friday. And instead of going out and eating or sitting in front of the TV and watching your favorite show, you guys are here to learn about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency. So I am so very proud of you as well. And now if you want to be one of the cool kids, because I know you guys know that we have a Zoom, all you have to do is go to ilca.app, ilca.app, and you can become a member, and you can actually be right here on the cool side with us, where you can ask questions of our educator himself. And speaking of the cool side, I see my VIPs. Hi, babies. How are you? Thank you guys so very much for being here. And I already know that you guys are going to show up Friday and on Monday. I'm so very proud of everything that you guys are doing. You should know the routine. As you come on in, please type your name, where you're from in the chat box. That way I can tell you everybody who is here on the VIP side with us. And if you have the opportunity, please turn on your cameras. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call, I see you, baby. One of the best parts about us being on a Zoom call is that we get a chance to see all your faces and see those wonderful smiles. So let me go ahead and get this party started. First up is, of course, Samantha. Hello, Queen. How are you? Thank you so very much for being here. I see Miss Carla Arrigo is here. Hello, Queen. She is representing St. Louis, Missouri. I see you, baby. She is actually one of our ILCA partners. We truly appreciate you. Of course, we have Mr. Clairvaux Albert. Hello. He doesn't miss a 5-day challenge. He's coming on in from Connecticut. I see you, sir. Thank you so much for being a part of our community. It's always good to see you. Of course, there is Mr. CJ Jackson coming on. Boom, 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 boom. Yes, sir. He's always on the move, coming on in from Arizona. It is always good to see you. Now, I want to give another special shout out. Catherine, I see you, baby, to Mr. CJ Jackson and Miss Catherine Clement. They are another group of superstars for ILCA. They are leading the way with one of the opportunities that we are in called Move Quest. They are our liaison, and they have been doing a phenomenal job. And in fact, you guys get ready. We're going to have another whisper session coming next week. Okay. So I'll be putting that together with you guys. We appreciate you. Yes, sir. So I see we also have Miss Gina Muhammad. Your lights are out. I know that's right. Gina said the lights were out, but she's still here. That's called dedication, Queen. Thank you so much for being here. She is representing Philadelphia. Of course, my friend Elton is here. Elton, where are you? There you are. Hi, baby. Mwah. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I see we also have Miss Judy Endem. Of course, she is here representing Canada. Excuse me, Miss Judy E. I apologize. Yes, ma'am. There is Chris. Hi, sweetheart. And Donovan. Hello, gentlemen. Thank you guys so very much for being here. Of course, Miss Janelle Appling is coming on in from Colorado. There is Maggie. She is representing Canada as well. It is always good to see you, baby. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, you guys, we're at the top of the hour. Let's go ahead and get our party started. Again, thank each and every one of you for joining us on our September edition of the ILCA 5-Day Challenge. My name is your Queen Connectress, Miss Marnita Casa, and I am your humble hostess for today. Now, it is my honor to introduce you all to a man that for over 25 years dominated the direct sales industry. Dominated the direct sales industry. His cryptocurrency education is used by companies and universities worldwide. For over 8 years, he dedicated his life to learning about blockchain technology and cryptocurrency, but he didn't just stop there. He decided to go out and share this information with the masses. And this was done by putting on fun and exciting Bitcoin boot camps nationwide at no cost. He has built thriving communities and wonderful platforms like you see before you now. So without further ado, it is my honor to introduce you all to Mr. Brandon Ivey.
All right, all right, all right. Thank you, Miss Casa, for that introduction and finally being here with us for the fifth day. You've been here with us all week, away from your family on a Friday night, and to be our hostess. So thank you for all the hard work that you're doing. And you guys pay attention to the video that she just created in the Telegram group so we can have more of you become ILCA certified and be able to get your own personalized music like you've heard that we've created for Rita and also for Samantha. So thank you guys for being here. This is Friday. This is our last day, but not actually the last night because we will have a recap call on Monday. And Monday, we're going to be talking about how to make money in crypto. Now that you've learned some of the basics, how to apply that knowledge and what fields and areas are there ways for you to make money? I call it money making activities. So that's going to be Monday night at the same time. And this is Friday, so I promise you we're going to keep this short and sweet. Fridays are my day off, and it's also my Wingstop night. So my family's going to be waiting for me to go ahead and pick that up for them. So we're going to be short and sweet tonight, but we're going to cover another very, very important lesson like last night. Last night we covered wallet security specifically. Tonight we're going to be talking about hardware and software wallet security as a comparison. And I'm actually looking forward to this because I wrote this lesson last December, and I think I might have only taught it maybe 2 or 3 times. So I want to get a refresher course on this as well as also adding it to some of the new info that we've learned over the last couple of months. So let's jump on into this. Let me share screen 2. So hardware versus software, a security comparison. So last night we talked about some of the different type of wallets out there and what the difference between a hardware wallet and a software wallet is. So a little recap. Crypto wallets enable users to send, receive, and store their digital assets. Once you pick a crypto platform or exchange to hold transactions over the crypto market, you are essentially signing up for a crypto wallet of the respective coin and cryptocurrency. Digital assets are safest to store in a wallet instead of a cryptocurrency online exchange platform. So like I said last night, do not keep all of your crypto on exchanges. This is what your own private wallets are for. The crypto market is prone to cyber threats, and therefore, picking a reliable and safe platform is essential. If certain platforms cannot service their wallet, they might also recommend you to third-party wallets. Creating a crypto wallet account to store your assets from the get-go might seem troublesome, but necessary. For new users, the most important choice is to pick between hardware wallets and software wallets. The ultimate crypto wallet helps ensure one's smooth crypto future. Software wallets. As the name suggests, a software crypto wallet is entirely digital. These come in the form of software programs or applications used on a desktop PC, laptop, smartphone, or other digital device. You may have already heard of some software wallets before, such as MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and Exodus. These are hugely popular wallets that offer users a range of useful security features. For example, Trust Wallet is a widely used software wallet that supports a range of different cryptos, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. In my early days, Trust Wallet was my go-to wallet. Even I didn't like MetaMask in the early days. And then I thought it's not that I thought MetaMask was bad. It's just in the early days it was not as user friendly as it is now. And there were too many points of human error that I could end up making. And in fact, it was a MetaMask wallet where I lost $40,000 due to a fault of my own, not the wallet. It was my own fault because I was too busy moving fast at 2 o'clock in the morning, copying and pasting wallet addresses, and I accidentally, well, I know I did this because I go back in my memory, but somehow the system didn't do it. But what I was doing, I had just finished adding new tokens to my MetaMask wallet, and I did that by getting the token address itself and pasting it into MetaMask for it to pop up with what we call custom tokens. Well, somehow, and I don't know how this could happen because I always, if I'm going to transfer large amounts, I still do this to this day. I always still do a small amount first just to make sure it goes through. Like Miss Casa was talking about last night with that on-chain wallet, and we were trying to move the 34 BNB. Well, we always do a small transfer first just to see it go through before we do the main thing. So I did two small transfers first. And then when I went to do my final third transfer, which is the big amount, and I copied the wallet address I was sending it to, which was my own wallet, I pasted it in there. I clicked the send button, and normally it's almost instant. It pops up. This time it wasn't instant. Then I said, oh, maybe because it's a lot more money. And I think the first two transactions I did like a $50 one and a $100 one. And then this one was $40,000. So maybe it was just more. A couple of more minutes go by, still didn't show up. I go back to my main wallet and I see that the transaction went. I was like, what's the problem here? Wait another 10 minutes, still didn't show up. I go to the transaction hash, go look on the blockchain, and the blockchain says confirmed sent. So I'm thinking there's something wrong with MetaMask. I'm like, what's going on with MetaMask? So I'm looking at all my activity. I see the two previous transactions were there, but not the not the big one. So I go back to my main wallet again and I open it up and I look at where did I send this to? And it wasn't the wallet address. What I pasted in there was the contract address of a token, not the wallet address. Talk about having that bad sinking feeling almost immediately. And I did. I was like, no, no, I didn't. I was so busy doing copy pasting back and forth. And I did not pay it. I made a couple of red flags. One, don't try to do a whole bunch of crypto activity at 2 o'clock in the morning. Even if you've done this multiple times. And I've done it dozens, hundreds, thousands of times. Also, I skipped every time you send something, a confirmation screen pops up to confirm your transaction. Always double check the address and the amount that you're sending. I have a bad habit on exchanges, and Leonard's caught me a couple of times and before I made the mistake again. But I have a bad habit. If I am switching from, wait, by the way, where is Leonard? I don't see him on here. I have a bad habit of if I'm switching from market orders and limit orders, that if I say, yeah, let me do a limit order real quick, and then I put the amount in, and then I change my mind. No, 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 I'm going to do a take profit instead. Well, it resets. I got to go back in there and put the amount, and I always forget to do that. And I click the buy or the sell, and it's only pennies that went, and I'm thinking it's the whole amount. Always double check what you do when you do it. Don't get cute when it's dealing with crypto just because you've done something over and over and over again. But anyways, my point was I used to use Trust Wallet back in the day a lot more. Now my go-to is MetaMask. I still use Trust, but I use MetaMask far more for my day-to-day business type transactions in and out. And MetaMask has a lot of functionality to that. So, Trust Wallet is a widely used software wallet that supports a range of different cryptos, including Bitcoin and Ethereum. This software wallet is not only simple to use, but has a clear focus on security. Trust Wallet incorporates PIN codes, biometric scanning, and recovery seed phrases into its infrastructure. What I find interesting, I use MetaMask on desktop and Trust Wallet on my phone. I haven't I never looked into why I do it that way, but I do. But the platform also never stores any user data on its servers to further protect your information. And I noticed something else that MetaMask has done. It didn't do this before. Your inner circle members know how I got upgraded my phone. And when I was putting my MetaMask back onto my new phone, it did automatically pop up all of my wallets instead of me having to go through and do them individually and make sure I change the name. It didn't do that last time, so that's a new update from MetaMask. Software wallets. Software wallet apps can also come with additional features, including staking. You can now stake a variety of different coins and tokens via certain software wallets, such as Atomic Wallet, Phantom, and Exodus. The kind of crypto you can stake will depend on the specific crypto wallet you're using. Some software wallets also provide you with market statistics and allow you to buy or sell crypto directly through the application. However, there is one glaring issue associated with software wallets, and that's their reliance on computers. Software wallets operate as applications on digital devices, wherein the given device's security features are heavily relied upon to provide protection. For example, if you had the Exodus desktop application running on your device and a hacker wanted to gain access to it, the process would become much easier if your device isn't protected by antivirus software and firewalls. Even if your data is encrypted when stored in your software wallet, there are still certain kinds of malware that can bypass this security measure. Keyloggers are often used to hack crypto wallets wherein thousands or even millions of dollars can be lost. Thankfully, there are ways to protect against keyloggers. This doesn't mean that software crypto wallets are totally unsafe, but it is certainly something to consider. Now let's get into the specifics of the hardware wallets. Now, a crypto wallet is a physical device, and I said it last night. It could look like a flash drive like this. It could be one of your old phones or any mobile devices that you have that are not connected. These are two of one of my MoveQuest phones. I have one red, one green, so for identifying it, but none of these have a phone line connected to them. And I can disconnect from the Wi-Fi and turn it on airplane mode, so it's completely disconnected. So anytime that if I want to use this to store crypto, I can, not on the network. Now, the main reason why people use hardware crypto wallets is their extremely high levels of security. As previously mentioned, software wallets are always at risk of remote hacks, whereas hardware wallets aren't exposed to this issue. This is because hardware wallets store your private keys offline. While they can be connected to your PC or desktop to perform certain functions, they are often left totally disconnected from a computer. Because hardware wallets keep your private keys in cold storage without an online connection, they become pretty much isolated. It's this huge security perk that makes hardware wallets safer overall than software wallets. However, hardware crypto wallets don't tend to be as popular as software wallets, and that's mainly due to their price. While most software wallets are entirely free to use, hardware wallets are physical devices that need to be purchased. You can grab yourself a reliable hardware wallet like the Ledger Nano S or the Trezor Model 1 for $60 to $80, which isn't a huge investment, but is an investment nonetheless. This is why most crypto holders prefer to opt for the free option instead. The two main hardware wallet providers in the market today are Ledger and Trezor. Now let's take a look at Ledger's Nano X to delve deeper into hardware wallet security features. The Ledger Nano X is a widely popular hardware wallet that can offer your digital funds a lot of protection. This wallet uses something called BOLOS, or the Blockchain Open Ledger Operating System. This is an OS, which is operating system entirely unique to Ledger, that allows the development of decentralized applications while keeping each app totally separate from the next. Bolos also isolates your recovery seed phrase from all applications existing on your hardware wallet. Bolos also works with the NanoX's secure element chip, which allows for the storage of cryptographic data on applications within your wallet. It's this chip that stores your valuable private keys. Again, this further protects your data and makes it incredibly difficult to access and steal. The Nano X is also tamper resistant and is protected by a PIN code. Of course, you should ensure that your PIN code is kept secret and stored very safely in an offline setting. You can also stake certain cryptocurrencies via a hardware wallet, but this usually needs to be done using a desktop application such as Ledger Live. So overall, there's no denying that hardware wallets are safer than software wallets, but software wallets are incredibly convenient and free to use. It's best to use software wallets for short-term storage of private keys, whereas hardware wallets should be used to store all your private keys on long-term basis. Now, you have to understand when you hear the word private keys, there's two ways this is used interchangeably depending on who's speaking about it. Private keys also means your crypto, or private keys means the code used to recover your crypto wallet. So in this instance, I'm using the term private key as your crypto. So a software wallet, the private keys that you write down, your 12 words or your 24 word seed phrase, on a software wallet is used for short-term storage. That's not your long-term play. But the cold storage is your long-term play. You use these if you're not planning on doing a whole lot of trading. You're not trying to move the crypto from one wallet to another every few weeks. It's called cold storage, like your savings accounts. Now, another thing here as well, and I said this last night, so for those who were not here, if you decide to use cold storage wallets, and by the way, I don't use any cold storage wallets. I have them. And let me take that back. I do have some crypto on some, but I do not use it for that feature because I am active in crypto. I am always moving stuff around and flipping my money and letting it work for me. I'm not building a whole cold storage space because you're going to learn on Monday when we talk about how to make money in crypto the different ways. I am not trying to become a Bitcoin millionaire. My goal is to become an independently wealthy investor. That's two different things. You can get wealthy by trying to buy a bunch of tokens, sitting on it and waiting for it to be worth a lot of money. What I want to do is I want to invest in assets and businesses that is utilizing this technology, not their coins. Do you understand the difference? We'll be talking about that more on Monday. So here's some examples of some software wallets. MetaMask. MetaMask is one of the most popular software wallets used by over 30 million people, but it also means it is the number one wallet that hackers are looking to get access to. Okay. It makes sense considering how easy it is to set up and even more simple to use. MetaMask allows you to manage your Ethereum-based crypto and NFTs using the browser extension or mobile app, available on both iOS and Android devices. This wallet also provides users with an in-app browser that can be used to explore the decentralized web and interact with decentralized applications. The only downside to MetaMask is that it only supports blockchains compatible with the Ethereum virtual machine, such as Ethereum, Avalanche, Polygon, and BNB Smart Chain, just to name a few. And that's always going to continue growing as well. Trust Wallet is doing the same thing too. So examples of software wallets is Coinbase Wallet. If you are a beginner, like I said on Wednesday night, if you're in the United States, everybody should have a Coinbase wallet. Coinbase is another popular software wallet that has managed to gain the trust of millions through their exchange, Coinbase Exchange, before releasing their software wallet capable of managing Ethereum and EVM compatible assets and interacting with dApps. Now, I am very limited with what I do with Coinbase. I have the Coinbase app on my phone as well. I don't use the Coinbase exchange. I don't do a whole bunch of trading. I don't do a whole bunch of swapping. I just have it. Okay. And then when I first got started, I used Coinbase to move crypto when I wanted to sell it back into fiat money. I used Coinbase to go back to my bank account, back and forth. Then I switched from Coinbase to Uphold and then beyond, but everybody should have at least a Coinbase account. In terms of functionality, Coinbase Wallet is similar to MetaMask in that it's easy to use and is compatible with the equivalent networks. One aspect that may put Coinbase Wallet ahead of others is its relation to the exchange. Having established a trustworthy and user-friendly exchange helped Coinbase Wallet gain traction quickly, and the funds from the exchange surely helped build a good product. Also, Coinbase's support team is regarded as one of the better customer support channels. Well, let me say this. They're getting better than all the others, especially when compared to other less popular wallets. Trust Wallet, created in 2017. Trust Wallet, and I hope you guys are taking note and writing these wallets down because I share with you guys what I are my go-to wallets that I use. Now there are dozens, if not thousands, of wallets out there, but I stick with some main ones. So Trust Wallet, created in 2017, Trust Wallet has been a respected software wallet for years. Staying true to its name, Trust Wallet has fostered over 25 million active users and still growing. It's different from previous wallets mentioned, considering it's compatible with both Bitcoin and Ethereum networks. So one benefit that Trust has over MetaMask is you can't send Bitcoin to MetaMask. You can send Bitcoin to your Trust wallet. In fact, Trust Wallet supports over 65 blockchains and more than 4.5 million assets. Notably, this multi-coin wallet supports popular blockchains within the Ethereum ecosystem and works with any ERC20, BEP2, and ERC721 tokens, meaning regular tokens, layer 2 tokens, and NFTs, while providing users the ability to store Bitcoin. Like most other software wallets, Trust Wallet is free to download, easy to use, and available as both a browser extension and a mobile application. Now, what are the pros and cons of a software wallet? Here are the pros. It's easy to set up and use, conveniently available as a desktop extension or mobile app. And before you download the mobile app and you're using the desktop, make sure that desktop has a mobile app. Okay. The ones that I use, meaning Exodus, Coinbase, MetaMask, all have mobile versions, and Trust Wallet all have mobile versions. Okay. Free to download and use. You don't have to pay for these wallets. They're free. Added security measures like biometric software and 2FA. Compatible with both cryptocurrency and NFTs. Now, what are the cons of software wallets? Not as secure as a hardware wallet, more susceptible to hacks due to their online status. So, how would your wallet be hacked? Now, next month's 5-day challenge, the two security lessons we're going to cover, we're going to be talking about pig butchering and phishing scams on the two security nights. And it will go more detail of this, but how is your wallet compromised? Because it's not actually hacked. They need permission to get access to it. And there are many different ways. In fact, Miss Casa, I forgot to tell you earlier, another thing that I'm going to be doing is offering a private service to businesses, crypto-based platforms, just a security lesson. They pay ILCA, we're going to teach them about and their people about security. Yeah, so for an afternoon or something. But here's a couple of things. Connecting your wallet to another website that you're not familiar with. And if it happens to be a hacker website, what happens? You now giving them access to all of your crypto. What about sharing your seed phrase with somebody that you think is customer support? How about this one? You're on customer support and they say, can you please share your screen and then give us remote access to your desktop? That's another one. How about this? Clicking on the bad link in an email, or you were looking at an ad off of Twitter or Facebook or Google, and it's a malicious ad, and you follow permissions. What about the CAPTCHA? You guys ever know what that is? You go to a website and it says, please click the box to prove that you are, a human and not a bot. Oh yeah, they've got that scammed as well. So there are many different ways that the hackers are getting into your wallet, and 9 times out of 10 is because you've given them access inadvertently. Some wallets are limited in their cross-blockchain compatibility. For example, Ethereum, you can't use Bitcoin on Ethereum. You can use wrapped Bitcoin. I'm sorry, not Ethereum, I'm thinking MetaMask. On MetaMask, its default setting is Ethereum. But with MetaMask, you can also be on the Solana blockchain, the Avalanche blockchain, the Binance blockchain, some others off the top of my head I'm not thinking about. But you can be on multiple different blockchains. You just can't use the Bitcoin blockchain. Trust Wallet, on the other hand, you can use all of them. Now, here's some examples of hardware wallets. So when it comes to hardware wallets, choosing a reputable brand is crucial for security. If you choose an off-brand, and you got to be careful, especially if you go to blockchain expos and you're walking the floor and you're seeing all these booths setting up. Oh, we have a brand new wallet. And sometimes they pass out examples. I don't have it in front of me. On Monday, I'll pull up an example of one of those hardware wallets I got from one of the blockchain expos. That never, and I repeat, never use any wallet that you're getting for free as a promo at any event. Okay. You can take it, look at it, and if it's cool, go straight to the website and order it. Because why? Well, Brandon, is it that I spoke to the CEO of the company? He's the one that was passing them out. Yeah, I don't trust the CEO either. What? You guys would be surprised. You'd be shocked. Here, I'll give you a good example. There was a blockchain expo in Canada, and there was a project of a company called NewGen, and the CEO and founder of NewGen was there helping man the booth. Nah, we can't even trust him. All right. So don't if somebody's handing you a wallet to use, toss it in the trash. Or use it, save it just to be able to show off. So some of the most trusted on the market right now is Ledger. Ledger is arguably the most popular hardware wallet that you can buy. With over 5 million customers, Ledger has built a reputable brand as the most secure wallet for storing digital assets. Each Ledger device is manufactured in France and ships directly to your door. This way, you know you're getting a device you can trust. Ledger offers two wallets, the Ledger Nano X and the new and improved Ledger Nano S Plus. Both devices are capable of storing NFTs and cryptocurrency and support more than 5,500 kinds of tokens, all of which can be managed through its convenient Ledger Live app. The price of the Ledger Nano X is $149, Ledger Nano S Plus $79. We have the Treasure Wallet, is an equally respected cold storage wallet solution that has been around since 2013. Notably, Treasure was the first crypto hardware wallet created and continues to be a popular option amongst crypto enthusiasts and serious investors. Trezor currently offers two wallets, the Trezor Model 1 and the more luxurious Trezor Model T. Both wallets are capable of storing crypto and NFTs and have a friendly user interface, making setup and managing your assets an enjoyable experience. Every Treasure device is shipped with two security seals on the outside of the package to ensure the device you receive has not been tampered with. This level of care, combined with a solid 10-year reputation, is why Trezor remains one of the best wallets on the market. The price, $69 for the Trezor Model 1 and $219 for the Trezor Model T. It's important to note that you should only purchase hardware wallets from where? eBay? Amazon? A booth set up on the side of the street? No, from the manufacturer directly. If you don't, you risk buying a wallet that has been tampered with and may already be compromised upon receiving it. The official websites for Ledger and Trezor are as follows: ledger.com and trezor.io. Write those down. You don't have to Google it. Sometimes you can Google it and there'll be fake sites that pop up. Ledger.com and trezor.io. What are the pros and cons of a hardware wallet? Well, the pros is the most secure type of crypto wallet available. Protects users and their assets from both software and physical attacks. Utilizes robust technology for enhanced security. Compatible with numerous blockchains. And enables you to store multiple types of digital assets. What are the cons? Hardware wallets can be expensive. And what did I say last night? It doesn't matter. It's just a cost. The more expensive, the better. You don't want to go cheap when it comes to wallets. There's a learning curve to set one up and use it properly. Education is key. Education is everything. And not all hardware wallets are created equal, especially because they do different things. Wallet security. Regardless of which wallet you decide to use, wallet security should always be your number one priority. Luckily, you can take the same precautions whether you're using a software or hardware wallet to increase your wallet's security. Common scams in the crypto space can be avoided if you put to use these wallet security tips below. Never, ever, ever share wallet's security our secret recovery phrase. Let me say it again, and I can say this till I'm blue in the face. You know what? I'm going to make an AI song on this, and it's saying it over and over and over and over and over again. Never share your wallet's security recovery phrase. Let me make a note of that. Create new song about wallet security. I'm going to have some fun with that one. Turn off Discord direct messages to avoid scammers. So if you're on Discord, you don't need to be talking. I tell people this. If you want to be able to chat with me, because I have random people hit me up on Discord, hit me up on Telegram, hit me up on WhatsApp, they can get my telephone number. I say I only chat directly if you want to send messages through Facebook Messenger. That way I can kind of vet somebody very quickly because I can go straight to their profile and I can tell if the profile's fake, real, if it's how long someone's been around. I can look up and research them. I can see pictures. So I don't do DMs anywhere else. Not even Twitter or Instagram or what's the other one? Twitter, X, Instagram. I think that's about it. Never share your wallet's secret recovery phrase. Turn off Discord messages to avoid scammers. Use a secure hardware wallet. Protect your passwords and store them in a safe place, not online. Do not take a screenshot of your password or your seed phrase. And I know some of you did it. I know some of you did it. You don't need to say I did it. I don't need to call you out. But do not take screenshots of your password or your seed phrase and keep them in a safe place that's not online. That includes, I know there are some great software companies online that can save your passwords and things like that, and I don't trust those. No, it's never been hacked before until it does get hacked, and you've got your seed phrase and your password in there. It only takes one time. Brandon, they've been around for 8 years, never been hacked. Good for them. I'm not putting my money in it, or I'm not putting my passwords and stuff on it. Enable 2FA for all your accounts. Whenever you see 2FA that's available, don't skip it. Always add 2FA. Never share your computer screen with anyone when you are trying to show your seed phrases and stuff like that. You got to log in. Never share your computer screen. Okay. When I do my one-on-one meetings, I tell people, okay, if you're going to do that at this point, turn off share screen. Okay. I don't have nothing on because you know what can end up happening. Even if you had it on, something goes down. Oh, who Brandon saw my seed phrase. No, no, no. I don't want to see nothing. Never share your computer screen with anyone when you are doing your seed phrases and passwords and stuff. In summary, both hardware wallets and software wallets store private keys and hence protect the loss of an investor's crypto assets. The key difference between hardware wallets and software wallets is that a hardware wallet is stored offline on a physical device, while a software wallet is stored locally on a computer. Now, as a disclaimer, this information is intended for educational and training purposes only and should not be construed as investment advice. As with all financial decisions, you should contact your licensed financial advisor before investing in any financial instrument. And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings us the end of our day 5 and our 5-day challenge. Next month, I'm going to do 2 new security lessons. That's going to be deeper into the security courses, and that's going to be our phishing scams and pig butchering scams. We're going to do that next month, and next month's going to be dedicated to the women in crypto, the ladies in crypto. And we already have 2 in our community who have passed the certification and be ILCA certified. CJ, what's up, CJ? I see you tipping your hat there. What's up? Gotta represent. Where the fellas at? CJ, Nathan, Elton's brand new here, but where are the fellas at? So right now, this is where we stop our live feed on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube, I applaud you that you have been here all week and you made it to 5 days. And think of it, it's literally, if you add it up, it's just been 5 hours. 5 hours of information that can change your life, and you didn't have to pay for it. 5 hours. Now I'm going to shut off the live stream, but I invite you to come back tomorrow. Tomorrow, I will be doing a full presentation of ILCA. We want to extend, if you like what you've seen, to join our community. It's not just about the videos and the lessons. It's the live interactions, as Ms. Casa said, from our community members to connect with each other. So if you join our community, well, come back tomorrow. It's going to be on bbcryptochallenge.com. That's the Zoom link. BB stands for Bitcoin Brandon. bbcryptochallenge.com. I will also be streaming. What do I stream on Facebook? Yeah, I'll be streaming on Facebook at the same time and multiple groups on Facebook. So you can watch as well. And I'm going to give a full presentation of what ILCA is, our community, all of our memberships, and all the services that we offer. That's going to be tomorrow. Then we will be back on Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific for our recap call, where I do a brief recap of what we learned this week. And we're going to be talking about how to make money in crypto. And I'm going to introduce you guys to let you know a little bit about what our River of Money group is all about. We want to help 100 people to be getting between 2,500 all the way up to $10,000 a month passively, meaning you don't have to recruit anybody. You don't have to sell a product, good or service passively. What time tomorrow? 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Come early. I'll be playing music, ILCA music. In fact, I'm going to end tonight playing one more song from Samantha. But right now, let me stop the live feed. Thank you, YouTube members. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. And now it's